So I went and leveled up, and I headed back to the necropolis through House Fjarlin. Some gear changes. I'm now wearing my Flightfoot Greaves. They came from the first quest in the Ravenloft chain. I also grabbed my green steel helmet. And you take a look at everything it does. Give me a chunk more hit points. My green steel goggles, my concordant opposition. You can see everything that does. I swapped out my was it Chaos Guard bracers for bracers of deafness because I got more dodge. And it's kind of weird. The feet mobility grants you some dodge percent, but I mean I'm capped at 6 anyway. I think. Oh no, capped at 8%. So mobility gives you 2%, I think. Plus the bracers give me 6%. So it's giving me the 8%. It's kind of weird that I'm not wearing any decks now. I guess I could put decks in those. I'm not too worried about it right now. There's no traps in this. Yeah, so I got rid of my double dex ring, and I don't have any decks. Uh, just for GP, I grabbed my kinetic lore, impulsive kinetic lore scepter out of the bank because I picked up my Everett's Black Tentacles. Impulse and kinetic lore affects it. Tentacles are awesome. It's a really, really good spell. And it just re-upped all my potions. But I think that's it. Yeah, I still have my boots on the bar. Uh, you could have upgraded the spare hand because it's at level 11, but I think I have a level 12 augment in it, so it makes it a level 12. You see, I'm not flagged for it, but since I'm grouped with a character from my free account that is flagged for it, I can go in. And now I'm going to just log her off. And I need to bring up, there we go, on the other screen. Okay, so we're going to start. We don't talk to her just yet. And we're going to start here with a bunch of shadows. These guys used to give really good XP, but I guess they removed the XP from the shadows here. I'm just going to drop the tentacle as soon as they spawn. The boss in here is a vampire. That's not my tentacles. That's my tentacles. It's saying immune because they're immune to the web effect of them, which would hold them in place, and they're immune to the slow of them because they're incorporeal. I'll put a link to the website that I use for this puzzle solution. But you always go east first. And it takes us to green pillars. Or the website calls it columns. You can also get an app on your phone for this. Or I guess if you've run this quest enough. Which I have run it a lot and I still don't have it memorized. There's also the backup method where you just go in, grab whatever gear is in that room, and you just exit the way you came in. Until you get all the gears you need and hopefully find the exit. According to the website, I need to go north and it should be the blue columns room. Now, if you're doing this on Reaper, sometimes a Reaper is stuck up in those where the gargoyles are coming down, which creates a serious problem, especially for melee. So you just kind of get out of the room as fast as possible. Alright, and from here we need to go east. This should take us to red water. What it is, we need 2 of each color gear just to get to the boss, who's a vampire who's got damage reduction that's unbypassable. You know most vampires is silver. He's special. Even these underwaters are mazes. Now, if you get 3 of each color, you can get an extra chest. I think some named items come out of it, but they're nothing really good. I think you can get the arrows that do like a mass cure moderate or whatever when you hit. I think it's cure moderate. Called arrows of light or something. So they're especially effective against undead. Should be yellow pyramid in this room, which is phase spiders. Because they take damage from positive energy. So not only do you hit it with the arrow, you're also doing an AoE around them that damages them, which is always nice. I got no bonus to that damage. I just got Empower and Maximize on it right now. You see, it doesn't last very long, but it gets the job done. I can go ahead and remove her. South should be red torches. Yep. But she gets marked kind of backwards on this website here. This room will have 2 casters. They will dispel magic. Alright, so the trick to this room, which torches to hit when. If you look above the torch, you see fountains. We're going to do binary code here. So this is 0, 1. Then we need 1, 0, which is 2. Then 1, 1, which is 3. And that pops the chest. And from red torches, we go north to green torches. Get those casters as soon as possible. Yeah, it looks like the wraith poofed. Okay, again, same thing. 0, 1. So that fountain's off, that one's on. 1, 0. And 1, 1 is right here. And we get our gear. Green torches, we go north to blue pyramid, which is phase spiders. Yeah, you see I took my expeditious retreat clickies off. It's only 5% more speed. And at 16, I'll have a 30% striding. From the collar from the white dragon for the giant old Tor. So blue pyramid, we go east to yellow water. Because we only need 1 more gear and it's yellow. And the exit here is west. You see the tapestry. The tapestry will show you the way to the room where you have to use the gears to unlock levers and pull the levers. Opens a door. You gotta fight a specter. And then 4 wraiths. The wraiths are all spellcasters. Could be a pretty mean fight. The vampire fight can be pretty bad too. Alright, my buffs are good. Because you come into a fight right here. Couple of mages. Alright, that was relatively painless. Alright, unlocks the lever because I have gear. Now, when we exit this room, you actually have a little bit because the wraiths are talking before the specter spawns. So if you need to rebuff, like I'm gonna read Death Ward. You know, the wraiths dispel magic, but that's not a huge deal. Having a pet, or a summon rather, of some sort here is really handy. Because the specter seems to attack it first. So I'm gonna read Death Ward. She'll be in the middle of the room. They're talking. As soon as that Shadow Lord talks again, or he says, "Oh, here she comes now." She's getting ready to come, so I'll drop that. Go. Just trying to target her so I can see her health. Alright, as soon as she's down, the wraiths can activate. If they do not, you talk to this lady right here, and that will activate the wraiths. I'm just going to keep backpedaling, blasting away. Guys got dispelled. Alright, so you get a shrine, a rest shrine, a resurrection shrine after you kill them. I dropped up on my night shield, but I'm going to refresh my night shield anyway. Buffing, really you just need protection from evil, which I do not have. Because the vampire doesn't cast any spells. He just does that dominate thing where you just stand there. Uh, wearing protection from evil doesn't seem to work. Seems like you have to have the spell on you. I'm just going to grade our heroism too, just for some extra saves. Alright. And the strategy with the vampire, you start attacking him, he's going to poof out. And when he comes back, he's going to have copies of himself. So what you want to do, if you have any kind of a dot, damage over time ability, you want to hit him with it pretty quick. That way when he poofs out and poofs back in, you know which one is him. This is the one taking the dot damage. Because as soon as he dies, I mean, the copies will still be there, but no more copies will be made. So I dotted him. I think it's the only thing I hit him with. No, I hit him with the main bolt. I think I'm too far away for his dominate. I'm gonna reapply the dot. Ah, he didn't summon any. That was that was stupidly easy. He didn't summon anybody. Look at that XP, 51,000 plus the optionals. Named guys we killed. Here's where if you have extra gears, you unlock these, and it'll open a door down there to another chest. Remember to have your amulet with you here. So yeah, it's got 1 charge. When I click on this, it will gain. Now it has 5 charges. And the next crypt in the next set will bump it up to 10 charges. So I'm just gonna loot my chest and just walk out. And that's it. Oh, the lady in the very beginning gives you this thing called Death's Door. It gives you 2 charges of Dimension Door. It is a trinket, so you have to put it on, but that way if you get lost or whatever and you get back to the entrance, because there's a shrine there, you could just use that and it'll Dimension Door you to the entrance. That was your Shadow Crypt on Elite. Pretty quick, pretty simple, pretty easy.